What is up, people? Oh, that's why, because I should probably do that. All right, so we're just doing a little practice today. Right now, I have Bedlam here working on some techniques that um, feel like we need to improve on. So we're going to focus on our guard parry, so our block parrying, so we have to time that, and then using those additional frames to punish the opponent, and then immediately go into edge guarding. So, for those who aren't familiar with the concept of what we're talking about here is first we're working on the parrying to get to time it. So rather than holding your shield and absorbing the hit with the shield, if you let go of the block just as their attack is about to make impact, it'll allow you to parry their attack. So essentially it gives you a quick advantage because they're stuck in the frame data of their attack, and by parrying it, it actually frees you up to hit them while they can't do anything about it. So if you essentially parry the attack and hit them with an attack strong enough to punish, you'll be able to knock them off the stage, depending on where you are, which then you can take advantage of using the edge guard techniques that we've been working on since about a week now. So if you have any tips or tricks you would like to share, leave them in the chat. Twitch.tv/Alpha Esports Tech, YouTube.com /at Alpha Esports Tech. You can watch it. You can watch us there. I think we're also on Facebook as well. So go ahead and check us out. Leave us any why is that so loud? Yeah. Leave us any comments that you have. Again, this is our high school esports Smash Brothers. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, we're looking good over here. So again, like I said, right now what we're trying to do now is this is like a warm up match. Just starting out, just got here. So with that, we're using that to get warmed up for this match, and then move into the techniques that we're working on. Like I said, what we're working on are our parries and our edge guarding. So parries punish edge guard, parry punish edge guard. That's what we're focusing on. Maybe in between the videos, what we'll do is just show you some videos that we've been looking at to help them get a better understanding of these techniques. And obviously I want to make sure we give them credit. You know, we're not stealing their stuff. We don't believe in that nonsense. We believe giving credit to the creator. So as we watch the videos, we will definitely add those links into the chat, and then also verbally give them their flowers, because for those who don't know about the content creation process, it's a labor of love a lot of times. You don't really get to some people get monetized quicker than others. Most don't, but they put their time and effort into their hard-earned time and effort into creating this content and sharing it with the online community. So the least we can do is, thank them. So again, we have Bedlam playing as Jigglypuff and is just practicing right now. Again, we're gonna practice for about an hour or so. So remember, I was gonna say. So remember, you want to let go of the guard right before they impact. So you want to try to time their attack, and like I said, let go of the guard as it's about to connect with you. And then that's how you'll get the parry. So okay. So anyway, so like I said, other than that, it is it's Monday. If I sound a little tired, it's because again we're working hard over here at the Alpha Esports Technology Center, as well as our other endeavors with Alpha Cybersecurity, my day job. Shout out to the Security Planet. Announced last week that that's my day job. I'm the host of over there too. So creating content over at that channel, creating my own content here, working on finances, marketing, and everything as the owner of this. So yeah, but I'm super excited to be here, and like I said, provide a platform to these kids who are looking to learn more about esports and get into competitive gaming. So, but you can't compete without practice, and that's the purpose of this. And then what we'll do here is, like I said, we're recording the practice, but then this also gives them a resource to review their videos and stuff like that, and get some other coaching. So again, like I said, if you look and see that the Jigglypuff is missing out on certain opportunities to attack, it's because Bedlam has very specific instructions, focusing on getting to learn those blocks and parries. So he's trying to take an opportunity to parry that and learn the timing of his opponents, to learn how to punish, and then from the punish, effectively edge guard to keep the opponent from recovering and getting back on the platform. That's something that he's worked on last week with one of our guest coaches, and we obviously want to continue to build on that and improve on that, since that is an essential skill to know in competitive Smash. Speaking of competitive Smash, stay tuned. We will be announcing the next Smash Brothers tournament very soon. It will take place in November. Just trying to lock in the date, make sure that it doesn't conflict with anything else in the Georgia Smash community. And that information will be put up on our Start GG page. So I'll put the Start GG information in the chat. That parry's hard to time. So what I would suggest is pick a character that you kind of know their attack. So like, for example, you've been practicing against Bowser a lot. I would put Bowser on there, since you can kind of not telegraph, but you can time the Bowser attack, since that's such a well-known opponent of yours. And then from there, move on. Because what you want to do is, it's hard to know every single attack. I mean, you'll get that soon enough once you've played against everybody and know the metas and all of that of all the other players. But one of the things, and I think I'll put the video up, is timing the character more than timing the attack. So I'll, like I said, we'll put that video up in a second. But yeah, like I said, so yeah, yes, you kind of know Bowser's attacks, so try to time those, and then from there work on the ones that you're somewhat familiar with, and then the ones you're least familiar with. And this is something that I want you to do even when, you know, at home too, because you're definitely gonna need to know the parries, because when you parry, like I said, after you parry, you can hit them with a neutral air, or hit them with something to knock them off the stage, which would then go into your edge guard. So there, yeah, I was gonna say, work on your edge guard there too, as you get them off the stage. Remember to do your edge guard.
We did everything we were supposed to. Graduated high school, got jobs, put in the work to get ahead.
I gotta stop being cheap enough.
I guess
eventually pay for some of these, pay for the YouTube thing, so I can afford to pay these ads. And this is really loud, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring the volume down a little bit, and then what we're gonna do is, while, let's see if we can bring this up while they are still practicing. Hold on one second, y'all. I'll be right back. So usually 4 to 5. 4 to 5. Basically, either box. There's a couple things. But All right, y'all, we are back. Give me 1 second to get everything set up over here so y'all can see what we're talking about. There we go. All right, so shout out to Eyes Off Smash. We're gonna start with this video and then go from there. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Okay. All right, so yeah, shout out to Eyes Off Smash. Again, we want to give credit to the content creator and make sure that we're doing this as fair use. We're not trying to steal, because you know we're not jerks out here. So all right, and 3, 2, so here you go. So we're gonna watch a couple videos. So like I said, so I watched about 3 videos, but I think, well, I watched a bunch of videos, but there's 3 videos that I think really explain it well. So I'm gonna focus on those. You know, the crazy thing though is when I first got into fighting games and Smash Brothers and stuff like that, I mean, granted, internet wasn't as accessible as it is today, but I never thought, you know, it would get down to the point where essentially you're doing math when you're counting the frames and all of that. Like, again, this just kind of goes to show why there's so many things with. Oh,
Games you are vulnerable if you are. The perfect shield or parry mechanic is really interesting and will most likely be one of the last things players start mastering throughout the meta. But how does it work exactly in detail? Well, to start off with, let me explain how a normal shield works. In general, a lot of attacks have been buffed to beat shield way easier by adding more shield stun to them, while most moves are also faster through having less landing lag. First of all, you should know that you can now cancel the shield drop animation into a jump at any time. You should also know that releasing a shield is now 11 frames. Shield grabbing has been nerfed. When hit stun ends, you cannot shield grab right away. Instead, your character will forcefully hold shield for 4+ more frames before starting the shield grab. And most grabs take about 6 frames to come out. 4 extra frames will also be added to shield dropping, but will not be added against item tosses or jumps out of shield. Jumping out of shield with an aerial is actually a faster option to punish shield pressure, as it takes 3 frames to get airborne, and some aerials are faster than frame 6. When you perfect shield or parry an attack, your shield won't take any damage. If you are already holding your shield, you can parry an attack by releasing the shield button as soon as the attack is about to hit. In fact, you have exactly 5 frames to parry as soon as you drop the shield. The rest 6 frames you are vulnerable. If you are not shielding and you want to parry, it's slightly different. Shielding takes 3 frames if you just tap the shield button, so you basically are in a shield lock for 3 frames. After that, it's the same. The next 5 frames allow you to parry, and the next 6 frames you are vulnerable. So parrying cannot be done before frame 4 if you are not shielding. Parrying freezes the attacker for exactly 11 extra frames than hitting a shield would have frozen him for. Parrying freezes the defender for exactly 8 extra frames, which is 3 less extra frames than dropping a shield.
Keep watching.
Once again is 11 frames. This means that during the parry you gain 3 frames extra to punish the opponents as a reward. And because there is a bit of freeze, it gives you time to react with what you should punish with, as well as it gives the opponent time to react with DI. During the parry, you can buffer anything from a run to a jump to an attack. The fastest option out of a parry should be a grounded move. If you parry a projectile, the opponent won't suffer any freeze. Now, in terms of multi-hits, it is completely dependent on the multi-hit itself. Some moves like Meta Knight forward air or Fox down air have no window at all to get parried after the first normally blocked attack, since the moves come out way too fast, and if you release, you'll get hit rather than perfect shield. This is also because of the amount of shield hit stun that these moves might have. Other moves, such as Cloud's jab or Mario's down air, is something you can release with good timing to perfect shield the last hit and punish it. One more thing is that once you have parried an attack, there will be no shield stun, so you can basically parry whenever you want again after, which allows you to parry multi-hits if you parry the
Alright, so
credit goes to
just put on another video while this one is still going,
to get a
and then,
notification on
like
a
I said,
future video that is going to be about all of the multi-hit moves that can be perfect shielded, then please hit the notification bell to be notified when it's up.
The next one. Let's see. All right, so we're back over here. And let's see. All right, where's the next one? Give me 1 second, y'all. We are looking for the other one that we were looking at. I think it's in my Discord. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So it was those were the three. So alright, so I'm gonna give my okay, so it looks like he is doing exactly what I was about to tell him. So, this is this works. Okay, well, let's see how that works then. Cool. He's gonna try to do that for a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and get that muscle memory. So, let's do that. Let's jump into. Let's see. Oh, my bad. That's what happens when you have the same model TV. Oh my gosh. Okay. Jeez. Here we go. All right. Right. That's what happens when you have the same model TV right next to each other, and they take the same remote. All right. So anyway, so right now he's just, as you can see, he's timing. He's trying to get the timing down by using the projectiles. And okay. Okay, so here's the challenge. Get 10 in a row, then move in closer. Okay? Oh, that's what you're doing? All right. So get 10 in a row and then move in. So this is again, but these, I know this isn't as exciting as, you know, watching matches and stuff like that. But these are some of the things that just kind of go on in the background, right? So when you hear about you know, esports not being a real sport, or that, you know, all they do is just kind of sit around and play, like, that's so unfair and untrue, because, you know, there is a lot of practice and preparation and, you know, hard work, essentially, basically, that goes into, you know, being able to perform at a high level. Almost. Dang. Almost. So for those who are just tuning in, basically what we're doing here is working on the parries, starting with projectile attacks and then moving into other attacks. But the instructions that were handed out to Bedlam was to parry 10 of the projectiles in a row, and then move forward. So it looks like he might be starting closer and then moving further back. Either way, I want to be able to parry attacks from all distances. Like I said, so we're working on 10 in a row. That's the magic number. Drop to get the reset on the health. There's two ways to essentially parry. You can do what he's doing, which is blocking as it's coming and then letting go, or the other method is essentially holding the block and then letting go as it approaches you. This one looks like nice. You got 20. You got 20. Talk about trial by fire. You You gonna try to block all, try to parry all? Well, you gotta parry all three. So, like I said, as I was saying before, going on my not rant, but just showing you in behind the scenes, you know, you don't really see a lot of the practices. You don't see the work that they put in. This is just a small sample, right? You have the pros who are, you know, playing like that's their job. So they're putting in 8 to 10, 12-hour days of understanding, you know, the game that whatever it is they're competing in. So, you know, we've been here for almost an hour now, or actually not even. I think you guys have been watching for about 30 minutes, but, you know, we've been here about an hour now, just kind of putting this work in. And like I said, for those who say, like I said, those who are out here saying, you know, esports is not a real thing, or, you know, there's no real work that goes into it. Like I said, this is a microcosm of the work that gets put in. You know, dealing with the practices, the routine work, the mundane stuff, the stuff that comes off as boring, and then also dealing with the mental aspect of it, right? I mean, this is something that does not. It's not easy, you know. Anybody who's learning a new skill or learning to master something or struggling with something, you know, we don't talk enough about how that plays into the frustration sometimes, how that, you know, can affect you mentally because, you know, you're dealing with the frustrations of not getting it or being so close or, you know, whatever. You know, again, sports is no different. These games are no different. There you go. Nice. See, got to try to get that one in a little more, but you know, it's no different. Or having to learn these things and learn these techniques, and you know, you might be good at one aspect of the game, but you're not good at every aspect of the game, and now you're being challenged to learn those different elements. And like I said, it can get frustrating. You know, if you think it's easy to pick up a controller and just work on the mechanics of something that you've never worked on before, then go ahead, show me or prove it. You know, but this is not almost that is not an easy process. It's not an easy to come in here and go, okay, I'm gonna have to learn this, right? I'm gonna have to learn that. Now you're doing it in an environment where we have what, 3 days before our next match. So these are notes that were taken from the last match, the last practice, the last 2 practices, and now it's like, okay, cool, let's throw this into overdrive before our next match. Because as we progress through the season, which by the way, our Bedlam is 1-1 on the season. Could have easily been 2-0, but you know, things happen. But as you progress on the season, things are going to get more difficult. When we get to playoffs, you're talking about the top teams competing. When you get into tournaments, you're talking about the top players. I mean, no one's going to come into a tournament and put money on the line to enter a tournament and not think that they're not good or not put in work, right? No one has money to just be like, oh, I just want to be there just to be there, and you know, I don't know anything about the game. No, everybody thinks that they're playing at a high level. So you're dealing with people who are on a high level. So these are the preparations that we do. We haven't even gotten into the fact where it's like, all right, cool. Tyler, do I have VODs? We're building VODs right now. So we take video recordings of practices, we take video recordings of matches. You wanted to hear it out? Yeah. Okay. Well, look at you going above and beyond. but I mean, but yeah. To answer your question, Tyler, yeah, we do. We stream a lot of our practices. We stream a lot of our matches. For that, not just for the viewers to watch, but so that the gamers can actually go back and watch as well. We also have some other coaches, and I guess other coaches that we reach out to review some of the gameplay, and then also give their pointers, because sometimes things can get explained differently, and it'll resonate with someone more than someone else. So we do that. So yeah, the short answer to your question is yes, we do have some VODs. Like I said, we just started coming up with the idea of live streaming them as well, because we do know there's a lot of people in the gaming community who tune into our stuff, and again, we're inviting that feedback as long as it's positive. We're not looking for someone to come in with the nonsense or come in with anything negative. At the end of the day, these are, young people. So please be mindful of that. There you go. They all have to start somewhere. They all start somewhere. Whether whoever your favorite Smash player is or whoever, they all started somewhere, right? I'm a Street Fighter person, so Justin and Daigo and Punk and all these other people, they started somewhere. This is where a lot of these folks are starting. So please be mindful of that, because you can help and be a major part of the growth, or you can be a part of the story as well as someone who did something negative and unsupportive, and then when they do become successful, because as long as they work hard at it and they compete and continue to challenge themselves and step out of their comfort zone and live in that uncomfortability, at least in the beginning, they'll be able to succeed in many things that they do. So sorry sorry if I kind of went on a little rant there, but it's just something that I really am passionate about and believe in, is that like I said, no one started great in the beginning. Jordan wasn't great, Kobe wasn't great, LeBron wasn't great, Steph wasn't shooting from the parking lot just starting out. There were a lot of days where they missed more than they made. There were a lot of days where they were practicing, and whether it was private or someone was there telling them that where they were doing wrong or telling them that they sucked, they had to work on that and build those mechanics, and eventually they were able to get to the level of skill and proficiency that they're at. So, like I said, that's what we're doing, and we are broadcasting that because I want them to see where they started and where they grow. I want them to have a record of that. All right, go ahead. So go ahead and I was gonna say go. You got a few minutes left, so go ahead and throw yourself in a match. Put yourself in a match. Put the CPU on random so you don't know who to deal with. And let's bring the difficulty up. Bring it up to 7. But then, like I said, I want you to work on that at home too. Got to figure out how to get you set up to record your gameplay at home. Oh, Mega Man, okay. This will be a good one to learn your parries with, because Mega Man has a lot of range stuff as well. So same thing. Try to find those opportunities to parry, but focus on the edge guard. Focus on knocking them off. Knocking him off the stage, and then keep him from getting back on. Mega Man is actually one of my favorite players to play with. He gets slept on a lot, but how did I not? There you go. Nice, nice. Yeah, Phoenix, like I said, this is one of our high school players, like competitive. So we're learning as we go here. Alright, so we got time for one more.
3, 2, 1, go!
also Phoenix, like, yeah, they're playing the match, but they're also trying to incorporate the things that we were working on off practice. So trying to incorporate the timing to parry attacks, and also working on the edge guard control. Ah, it sucks. I mean, look, and there might be an opportunity there to see if you can start a club. I know you're in your senior year, but and also, like I said, you know, if you're on Discord, yeah, if you're on Discord, you know, see if there's any esports communities in your area, or even on there's like a ton of online matches. Like, I'm learning that with the Overwatch community, a lot of online tournaments. That's what we're working on. Yeah, with the edge guarding and timing for the parries. That's gotta be the bread and butter if you're playing with anybody, but especially, like I said, a Jigglypuff. Oh, okay. That's good. Okay, that's good, man. Well, like I said, shoot. See if you can benefit from that. They are giving out scholarships. All right. Right now we just have one on the high school, and everybody else kind of plays just. You have next semester though. Fall semester is usually rough because there's football, lacrosse, and all the other stuff. But spring semester, we national season in the high schools. But I think we are going to call that for now, or call that for the Smash Brothers. We are going to go ahead and log off. I'll probably be back on in a little bit with some, I don't know. Let me get through some paperwork and stuff, and then I'll probably get on the stage and do some R6. So appreciate y'all. Thanks for the feedback, and I will see y'all hopefully in a little bit. All right. So y'all be safe. I'll talk to y'all later.